Good morning. My name is Alondra Acosta, and this is my reaction to White Privilege Unpacking the Invisible Knapsack by Miss Peggy Mclintosh. In this article, Miss Peggy analyzes the invisible advantages that come with being white and a systematic nature and of those privileges. The article unpacks that white individuals often remain oblivious and have no idea about this white privilege that they have within themselves. This makes for a imbalance within the powers of society and within people in their own circle. The work of Miss Peggy encouraged readers to understand that they have this white privilege within just because of the color of their skin. And if it's not something that they realize, it really can impact them, not just them personally, but society as a whole. This article really touched on me and really impacted my thinking because in the Spanish culture, there are many people who are lighter skinned, white skinned, and there's people who are also dark skinned. And I have seen the dynamics and how that affects not just them, but also their family, who they want to marry, the partner that they may have. In my family, I'm one of the whitest people in one of the whitest family members. And I have seen many times for my sister, for example, that she's a little darker than me, that our grandparents or our aunts would say, you have to marry somebody that's lighter skinned than you to help the race. These things not only affect our development, but they also affect how we perceive everything else. We perceive white as right and black as not, or even our hair. When our hair is too curly or too kinky like mine, it's not good. Oftentimes I was told, you have to straighten your hair for a job interview so they don't know where you're from, or you have to look a certain way because people can tell you're Hispanic, or because people can tell that you are black. So these things not only have affected the way I've seen the world, but they also have affected my psychology in my head. There was a time where I would only have my hair straightened to be that perfect, to have that perfect texture. But I've come to the realization that those were all just these outside things, and it all really does lead back down to slavery and where our ancestors came from and everything that comes with that. When we comprehend the various aspects of our life that these symptomatic thoughts and ideologies impact us, we can start making real change in society. We can start making real change within our own families and with our grandparents, aunts and uncles, people that are older that have been told these things over and over again and don't know of any other way to think. Peggy really impacted the way that society is affected just because of the way people think, just because of this privilege that often white people don't know that they have. At my job, we have had multiple discussions about where race takes effect in the homeless community. And we have often seen how a white homeless person gets different advantages or more advantages than a black homeless person. This goes deeper and deeper in every aspect that you see. You can see where just because of someone's skin color, they're treated differently. One thing that we as a community need to do and need to strive for is unpacking that unknown privilege within all white people and making them understand that this is something you have because of all the generations that have said the same thing. White is right, black is not, white is better, black is not. And we have to dive in and really understand, yes, white people have this privilege. A white person needs to understand, yes, I have this privilege, but what can I do to make society better? What can I do to make sure that my privilege is used in the right way? Because they have the privilege. We can't do anything about that. But what they do with the privilege is what we can avoid, what we can help, and how we can change the world. Thank you.